Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I played only 3 games, and yeah, they weren't that interactive to be honest with you, but there is one more important thing, is that there is a new event and it's called Card Decoder, and I started it the first day. Let me just show you, where is it, the details, right? No. The history, yeah. So I got the first one correct. It was the Noble Knight monster. I got 3 hints, and then I started with the plasma. It was very close, but then I got another hint, which is a level 4, and yeah, I just got the Noble Knight Gawain. So yeah, that's great. Now I'm on the second question, and it's a level 4 monster, and it is a warrior and effect monster. And I was trying with Armageddon Knight, but it isn't a dark and it doesn't have the stats. But yeah, I'm going to record these separately every single day until I get them all, because I think there are some decent rewards, and I have to correctly answer 7 of them. So I'm just going to pile up all the 7 days into one video, and yeah, I hope that it's gonna be fun. But yeah, I'm going to show you now the 3 duels. Yeah, they were mostly just ran by Shifter. I don't understand why Shifter is still legal. Yeah, the card is still disgusting. Here's the first game, and I'm going first, and my hand it's kind of iffy, because even though I do have Foolish and Throne, I drew Barrier and Break. And yeah, here is the first Shifter, and I'm like, okay, let me just normal summon the Archfiend, special summon the Scormer, and yeah, set 3. I don't even wanna play into the Dimension Shifter, because I'm just gonna end up losing many resources. And I play against Exosister, and Exosister, as we all know, it's basically a hard counter to Infernity, because yeah, Infernity just likes to bring back all the monsters from the graveyard, and that triggers all the Exosisters. So yeah, I barrier the Michaelis, but yeah, they can just summon the Carmel. Carmel is broken because yeah, she can just set the Returnia, and she is freaking 26. That's actually super freaking huge. Here I use the Tour Guide. They have the Veiler for Tour Guide. I was like, okay, I guess use the Foolish. Yep, send the Buyo. They use the Carmel to basically negate my Buyo, and I just added back the Shifter to their hand, even though yeah, it's dead. I use the Yama. They chain Returnia to banish the Yama, which is really bad. And yeah, and also they draw and Lockbird me. At least, yeah, I can use the Aruha, pop the Throne. And yeah, here I attack with the Aruha just to destroy it, and summon the Shayama. Pop itself to pop the last back row, at least, so I don't have to worry about it, but it was nothing, because it was just cross-out designator. And yeah, the good thing about Exosister is most of the time they don't have a great follow-up, and they just go battle phase, attack for 26. I use the Shayama, pop the Prison. Prison was a great top deck, because that allows me to summon the Shavara and Shayama, and I can go channeling 1, channeling 2, set the Chamber, and yeah, the Yama can add the Shavara, use the Shavara now, pop the Chamber, use Chamber, special summon the Shayama again, go for Close Heaven into the Requiem. Now I'm going for the Finsmith stuff. Yep, summon the Lacrima send Engraver. Yep, go for the Sequence now, Sequence effect. Yeah, shuffle the Aruha and the Shavara, right? Yeah, Aruha and Shavara. Go for Aerial Eater, send another Infernity Archfiend. By the way, I have Archfiend in the Banish pile, so that's why I sent the second Archfiend, because when I do special summon the Archfiend with Yama here, I think, yeah, Producer, pop the Requiem, use the Yama to bring back the Archfiend. This Archfiend is going to grab the Reaper, and the Reaper is going to just bring back the second Archfiend. Archfiend, grab the Necromancer. I think did I normal summon? Let me just see. Yeah, go for Untill Goddess. They use the Pua, but that's not gonna be in anything, because yeah, they're super freaking dead. I already have 66 points of damage, so I need a little bit more. It's a close heaven. Use the launcher. Yep, bring back Archfiend and Necromancer. Yeah, I have 2 Archfiends in the graveyard, so yeah, use the Archfiend, grab the second barrier, use this Necromancer, bring back the second Archfiend, use Archfiend, yeah, grab the launcher, and yeah, that's already 10k damage, and yeah, just attack, and yeah, that was very easy. But I definitely would have lost if it was a better deck. Yeah, Exorcister, even with the new support, it is scary, but yeah, they don't really have any other follow-up. Yeah. This is the second game. I'm going first, and yeah, my hand is crazy good. Yeah, I have every single card and extender and starter, whatever you like, and also Maxi, which is great. But my opponent has Drawn Lockbird. I use Tour Guide, second hand trap, Imperm. Yep, I use the Squirmer, Special Summon, then Special Summon the Buyo. I could have gone for the what's her name, the Close Heaven, then the Requiem, but spoiler alert, when I do use this Ash with this Maxi, my opponent also has the Ash Blossom for it. Yeah, so they used the Lurie, I chained the Maxi, and they had the Ash Blossom as well. So they really had, like, their hand is full of hand traps, by the way. So they used the Requiem, yeah, some of the Lacrimas and the Graver. I here use the Soul of Rage. They have their own freaking Maxi. But yeah, they're just going to draw one card. Here I use this Plutonite, banish the Engraver. So they are just going to pass. Here I draw the worst card imaginable. Yeah, the Break. If this was anything besides Break, if this was Shavara, Archfiend, Buyo, anything, any Fiend extender, Aruha would have been so good here, because here I would have been able to summon the Aruha, then try to extend, because my opponent has nothing, and this trap, I mean, it does banish a card, but yeah, it doesn't really do anything. But I drew the most dead card imaginable, and also I have no Infernities, so it's basically super dead. Yeah, I drew a blank, basically. Yeah, they try to use the Phalanx, I can just dodge with the Spiritual Knight. Here I had the opening, and yeah, my opponent also Ash Blossoms the opening. Maybe I should have used the opening, discard the Break, right, to special summon the Gruesome Grave Squirmer, but the Squirmer wouldn't have done anything, to be honest with you, because I had nothing to link it off with. So yeah, and here they use the Lacrima. Yeah, shuffle herself back, summon the Requiem, summon the Lacrima again, send the second Engraver, and yeah, that was a very big problem, because they have Engraver and another card in their hand. And yeah, here they use the Engraver, they shuffle the Requiem back, which I actually didn't notice. I thought that they shuffled back the Lurie, but they were super greedy, because they used the Tract to fusion summon, and I can just banish the Engraver. And yeah, look at their freaking top deck. Not only that, they top deck talents. They drew 2. Do you know what they draw? Yeah, Centurion, Field Spell, plus a discard. Yeah. Yeah, and now they can just do their full combo. Yeah, summon the Primus add the emblema, add this, add the level 8 to their hand. Yep, emblema out. Yep, they placed the level 4 dude that can draw a card. I don't know why they didn't. Summon the Oxyla, yeah. Just that one talents, draw them into the field spell plus a discard. Yeah. Yeah, very unfortunate. Yeah, they summoned the Crimson here, use the Crimson. Add the Synchron Rumble. Why didn't they draw the Rumble, by the way? And they summoned the most toxic, one of the most toxic cards in the game, in the Red Supernova, because if they run over or destroy the Dark Beckoning Beast, I still have the Yama to bring back the Soul of Rage, but because of the Supernova that doesn't matter. Yeah, here they use the Legacia, and Legacia is going to pop the Dark Beckoning Beast, and here I do special summon the Soul of Rage, but yeah, they can just use a Supernova Dragon and yeah, just wipe my whole board. Yeah, I do survive here, but yeah, my top deck wasn't that great, to be honest with you. Yeah, look at my top deck. Yeah, it's fools. Yeah, very unfortunate. I mean, they got talents plus a field spell plus a discard, and I get break and fools. Yeah, just saying, I don't know. That was super unlucky, and this is the third game. And in this third game, yeah, my opponent immediately just changed the shifter. I do go first, by the way, and my hand is crazy again. But in 3 games, I play against shifter 2 times. Yeah, and I'm basically forced to just pass on barrier and that's it. Yeah, and I'm playing against Kashtira. Yeah, they summoned the unicorn, they used the desires. Yep, I don't know if I should have maybe negated the desires, because that is a draw too, but I don't really think it matters, to be honest with you. They had the ogre, they used the Castiriosis to summon the Fenrir, yep, add the trap. Yep, they used the Fenrir to add the Rice Heart, or what, the Rice Heart, right? Yeah. Yes, they summoned the Shangri-La, then used the Rice Heart. Look at what they banished. They banished the Mutiny for my Buyo. They banished, where is it? They banished my Lacrima. Yeah, disgusting. Here I do summon the Shayama, but yeah, it's not gonna stay for long, because my opponent was just clicking buttons here. Yeah, summon the Unicorn, use the Shangri-La, summon the Fenrir, use the field spell immediately, and they popped the field spell out of all things, by the way. And yeah, they banished my Shayama. And luckily I did draw a normal summonable monster. So in this case I was like, okay, let me just make the Underworld Goddess, and I can just add the Mutiny and yeah, you know, have the follow-up. The problem is that, yeah, when I saw that I don't have a chain for Buyo, then I was like, oh no. Was the Mutiny banished? And yeah, it was the first card, by the way, from the top of the deck. Yeah, and I just immediately scooped, because yeah, later on I figured out that Lacrima was also banished. Yeah, I cannot do anything without Lacrima, so I just immediately scoop. Yeah, I think that shifter just really needs to go, because having this card in the game, it just promotes non-interactive games. Yeah, this card is just super freaking uninteractive. But yeah, that's it gonna be for this video. Thank you so much for watching, see you soon, and goodbye.